Hi, everybody. This is Seth over here in beautiful Washington, D.C. at the 2025 CEA National Issues Conference, and I have an old friend with me here. Hi, Angie. Angie Simon, heavy metal summer experience, former SMACNA President. Titles go on and on. So, Angie, tell us a little about your time here at CEA. Who did you have a chance to visit, and what were the issues that really kind of front and center?
Seth, I enjoy coming to this. For one, to learn about our professional congressmen and our senators and what they do for us. But, when we want to talk about issues, they need to hear from us. Mm-hmm. And so we go out and tell them what really makes a difference for us. And probably one of the biggest focuses was tariffs. Oh. And we all talked about tariffs and how much they already are hurting us and how we're already seeing increases on our metal. But we also talked about things like change order reform, and we're working on that, and they listened to that. We actually did meet. I'm a Californian. Mm-hmm. We actually did meet with one of our senators, Alex Padilla, and it was great to talk to him. And he was very on top of everything
That's awesome.
And he seems quite a supporter. But also meeting with a lot of the aides from either our Congress people, like for example Ken Mullen, who was in my district. Mm-hmm. We met with his aide. And they are the ones who do a lot of the work. I mean, not that Ken doesn't. Ken will do a lot of work as well, but they do work for him and they help set everything up. And they were very interested in a lot of our issues and having to educate them a little bit about what construction is and what's important to us. And they understand the tariffs and they understand how that's going to affect a lot of us.
And being a former congressional staffer myself, I mean, we wear a lot of hats. Yeah, I mean, you have to know everything about. One day you talk about trade, and you're talking about the military, and you're talking about welfare reform, and it just as an aide, you've got a lot of hats you have to wear. So you've been to a few of these. What's your biggest takeaway from this one in particular this year?
Actually, I was really impressed with all the different Congress and senators that we had come talk to us. A lot of people came to talk to us. There's a lot of unrest, right? Yeah. And I think that it's great to be able to hear what they have to say and how they're also the unrest is bothering them. But they keep saying to us, work with us. And like, for example, as California, it's fairly Democratic. Yeah. A lot of Democratic. They really want us to work with our Republicans.
Yeah.
They need our help to talk to them. So they'll really just get somebody in the middle so we can solve.
It was actually great. We heard from Whip Emmer today, and he kind of had the same message. He's like, there has to be a lot of collaboration, like middle, and there's opportunities to work together. And I think that was kind of I think that was very much, it was, to me at least, it was very much of a bipartisan tone this year.
I think so too. And I think on the Hill, when we were out there with California folks, I think it was. I mean, I think the Democrats are reeling a little bit. Yeah. But they also are saying, let's work together, let's solve this. I mean, I'm also very into workforce development. We talked.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we told them about my program, and we had the deputy secretary.
Yes.
He was really interested in my program with heavy metal. So, I mean, I think it was a good meeting, and Stan works really hard.
Oh, yes, he does. He does.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad I came. I wasn't sure I was gonna, and
Yeah, no, this is one of my favorite events on the calendar because I think it's so fascinating because last year we were tailing the Biden administration, a lot of stuff was going on, and now it's a little bit of a 180 because what were we talking about tariffs last year? No, we were talking about like PLAs and stuff like that. Now tariffs dominate the conversation, but there's also a lot of progress on workforce development, like the deputy secretary told us yesterday. So it's very fascinating. It's how you go from year to year. So
anybody to come to this, it's something. If you've ever been the experience of meeting your congressperson that you represent, yeah, and the fact that they really do want to hear from us. So again, it's something that if you've never done it, it does take you out of your comfort zone. But I think we will hold your hand when we're the people that are helping.
The experts, yeah. I mean, it's funny. Like, it's always you see new faces. Like, you see folks that you like have been to a bunch of these, but then, like I said, the folks that are like fish out of water, first time in maybe first time in DC, definitely the first time interacting with a member of Congress or their staff. And it's just once you get in the rhythm, and once you kind of just know the issues and realize, I mean, especially if you're a constituent, they're going to listen to you because you are a voter, and they're going to go out of their way to definitely pay attention. So I'm glad you said that because I am a big believer in these kind of events, which known in the industry as the fly-in day. I'm definitely, I would encourage any member, if they're able, if you have the means, just make the attempt to come down once.
I agree too. I do. I think it's really very, very educational.
Yes, it is. Well, Angie, thanks a bunch as always. Really appreciate you and everything you do. And I'll see you again sometime soon.